Good morning. 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 Good morning, everybody. It is day 8. It is day 8 of our daily affirmations. I am wearing my Trust Your Voice tee by the brilliant Ruth Carter. Um, Trust Your Voice. That's our first piece of the day. Good morning, Ebony and Equestrian. That made me smile seeing you on board this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone joining. We are on day 7 of, actually, we're on day 8. We did say day 7 yesterday. Our affirmation for day 7 was every situation in my life is working on my personal behalf. Good morning, Tananza. Oh, absolutely. Send me a DM with your number and I will give you a call. Good morning to you, beautiful one, beautiful lady. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone joining on YouTube, everyone joining on Facebook. Good morning to you guys. It is a beautiful Wednesday. That means we are in the middle of our work week. I'm on my deck and there is I don't know if it's a bee or a wasp that's trying to get my attention. No disrespect, but throws. Well, that's fine. That's not what this is about. This live is all for. Good morning, Keith. Affirmations: how to win when shit happens. Our 31 affirmations to build mental immunity in the midst of chaos. And I was just getting ready to say, Jamal, I have not done the pin for this. And I'm not sure how to do it once I start. So you guys will have to remember, if you would like to get a copy of the book, you can go to www.howtowinwhenshithappens and get your copy. The copies are $9.99 for the paperback, just $4.99 for your Kindle version. And today I won't be able to pin it, but tomorrow I will make sure it's pinned before I get started, because now we're already started and we're already there. So I apologize. I hope that these daily affirmations are helping you in your daily life. I can tell you, just doing them myself is with you guys has been helping me, making myself get up every morning and doing this, holding myself accountable to being here with you all is keeping me in that headspace. Yesterday I had a little bit of a trying day. We talked about earlier this week just all the negative things that we saw from thank you so much, Shananza. Thank you. www how to win when shit happens. She's put that down there. And if you guys want a copy of the book, you can go to the website. We usually do the website every day before we get out of here, if you want to listen to the motivational playlist. Now, the motivational playlist it goes along with the book. There aren't affirmations from the book, but there are video snippets from people like Tony Robbins, Sarah Jakes, Diddy, who's one of my personal favorites, and so many other people, Oprah Winfrey, Iyanla Van Zant, video snippets from them, actually audio snippets from them, and then also music that puts you in the mind space of winning. Music that puts us in the mindset of being a winner, of being an overcomer. Good morning, Marcia. All of those things. So I encourage you to download the playlist. That's free. And then yesterday we talked about, if you want to make your own playlist, listen to that playlist, which was done by the amazing DJ Mark Battle, who is at One Sound and ENT on social. He's one of the best entertainment DJs in the country. But if you download and listen to his playlist, then you can make your own. Someone said, "Look behind me." I don't know. Behind me is my like little, I don't know, little lounge area that has been totally dismantled by the rain. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to get into Good Morning Ace. We're going to get into the affirmation for today. And this one absolutely comes at the right time for myself after going through the day that I went through. But I'm excited about today's affirmation because this is the affirmation number 8, which is chapter 8 in the book. And this one is dedicated to two To one person that all of us absolutely love was Kobe Bryant, who I don't think is a greater example of exhibition of greatness, which is what this affirmation is about. I'm going to read this day 8 to everybody. It is: I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it's preparing me for my end goal. And wow, Ace just told me about, we just had a conversation about this last night, and this is today's affirmation. I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it's preparing me for my end goal. I know that one was a reminder. I wrote this, and it's a reminder for me today, to not fear the journey. The quote is from the legendary and immortal at this point, Kobe Bryant. If you want to be great at something, there's a choice you have to make. What I mean by that is there are inherent sacrifices that come along with that. Family time, hanging out with friends, being a great friend, being a great son, nephew, whatever the case may be. Kobe Bryant. Sacrifices. There are sacrifices that it takes to actually be great, to actually give yourself to something that you want. So while we have said the affirmations from earlier in the book of I am love, I am light, I am powerful beyond my wildest dreams and imaginations. And then day 2 was I am worthy of all my desires and dreams. Day 3 was I possess everything within me, everything needed to manifest the destiny that I choose. Day 4, I am blessed and constantly find favor with others. Day 5 was I embrace my passion, realizing it is leading me towards a higher version of myself. Day 6, my past circumstances and my present situation don't dictate the potential of my future. And then yesterday, every situation in my life is working on my personal behalf. I love every single one of these, but we get to number 8 and we realize that even though we are powerful beyond our wildest imaginations, even though we are worthy, we still have to put the work in. We still have to put the sacrifice in order to accomplish our dreams, in order to accomplish our personal success. It does not come without us being dedicated and being willing to sacrifice for our dreams and being patient and knowing that the journey is preparing us for our end goal, right? It's funny because I talk a lot about Kobe and his Mamba mentality, his good morning, Luscious, his dedication to being excellent by any means necessary, and I think it made others enjoy him and watch and love watching him, but very seldom did I hear other people apply his mentality to themselves, right? It's like Kobe's the best, Kobe's the greatest. But how often do you hear people look at his example and say, wow, I can do the same thing. I can be the best or I can be the greatest. I just have to be willing to make those sacrifices. I just have to be willing to put that time in. And I have to be willing to make those sacrifices and be patient because it takes all of that. Good morning. Good morning, Tim. So I also mentioned one of my other favorite examples. It's a friend of mine. I consider him a friend, but it's also someone that I have so much respect for in the music industry, Polo de Don. And I spent time in the studio with Polo a few years ago. And I say he is one of those rare individuals that, like Kobe Bryant, is completely sold on the journey of chasing greatness, right? And you can see it, he exhibits that in every single thing that he does. The way he talks about his music, the way he has been doing music for over 20 years and will still be in the studio smiling and acting like a little kid for it. He put up a post the other day that I put in my story that basically said, if you have to be out here doing this. He's a music producer. You guys, if you don't know who he is, you can look him up. But most people kind of know who he is. But he said, if you're not doing something like you would do it with you. I'm going to paraphrase, but basically he was saying you have to do something for the love of it. It has to be something that you would do without even making money. And then you would start to make money. Money can't be the focus. It has to be the passion. It has to be the love, which is why we know that's why it said, That's why our daily affirmation was my past well, not my past circumstances and present situation don't dictate the person, the trajectory of my life. But most important, I embrace my passion, realizing it is leading me towards a higher version of myself. You embrace your passion, you will have that type of energy towards your goals. You'll be willing to make the sacrifices if you're doing something that is your passion. So we're going to go ahead and do our breathing right now. And I know you guys I know it's hard to get up every morning. I know more people watch this later in the day, but I wanted to get up every morning at 7 o'clock and do these so we can set the tone for our day, right? So we're going to do our breathing, and then we're going to add the affirmation to that. You guys ready? So we're going to take a deep breath in and release it. One more time, a deep breath in. And now release. One last time, a deep breath in. And now release. I talked about the importance of breath, right? And just taking a moment to breathe. And everything that you do, if you are going through a time period in your day that is trying, it's important to just take a moment to inhale and breathe. Gather yourself, connect to your core, and breathe. So before we do these affirmations, I think it's important to take a breath, center yourself so that you are ready to be receptive. Your soul is open and you are ready to receive what these affirmations are putting into your spirit, right? So I want you guys to repeat after me. The affirmation for today is, I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. One more time, we're going to say that out loud. I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. We're going to breathe that in. Exhale that self-doubt. One more time, breathe that in. Exhale. I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. Breathe that in and release. One more time, take a deep breath in and release. I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. One more time. I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. I want you guys to read that chapter. Those of you that have the book, you can read the chapter. It talks about chasing greatness. Me watching Polo be in the studio for 48 to 72 hours and not leaving, but being there because he was sold on the idea of just achieving greatness in every single thing that he did, every single thing that he worked on. And I think that example showed me, because he has this thing where he'll be like, oh, you don't want to be great. You don't want to be great if you're not willing to do that. And we would laugh, and, people would make fun of that or say he's silly, but really he's right. If you're not willing to put in the sacrifice, and you're not willing to realize it's going to take time and it's not going to happen overnight, then you are not ready for greatness, and you're not ready to achieve it, right? So I am, again, thankful for you guys that joined. I'm thankful for you guys that are watching on Facebook and on YouTube. And I hope that you're taking this. Good morning, Victor. I hope that you would take this and allow this to be a part of your personal journey towards success. There's only one difference between winners and losers, not where they came from, not what they have, but literally their mindset, their mindset. And because of their mindset is one that is sold out on winning, on being great. It's sold out on confidence. And that is the difference between people that win and people that lose. Yes, Tim, I remember those times. I'm very proud of you also that you did not stop. I see that you're continuing on, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up. It was years and years ago, but yeah, we did have a lot of these talks years ago. This book is from years of me working around people and being around people and wondering, like, what is the difference between people that are successful and people that are not? And I learned that it's really the way they look at themselves. It's their personal outlook that makes them successful. And it's the people that are not successful's personal outlook and personal perspective that keeps them from being successful. So, again, thank you guys that are joining just now. We are completing our day 8. It has been a week and a day of daily affirmations. I'm going to read day 8 one more time for those of you that do not have the book. It is: I strive for greatness and achieve it. I do not fear the journey because I know it is preparing me for my end goal. As I told you guys before, if you do these affirmations in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you get off track, you can always go back, and you should always go back and redo them. Take a moment to breathe and do your affirmations again later in the day. It's kind of like your cell phone, how you plug your cell phone in, it has juice, but then it loses its charge throughout the day, and you have to go back and recharge it, right? Well, that's the same way our brains are. We have to go back. We have to go back and recharge our brain. We have to go back and recharge our spirit, right? So download that playlist, www.howtowinwhenshithappens.com. The playlist, I promise you, it will help you stay in this mindset. Always appreciate DJ Mark Battle. You can make your own playlist. You can do this yourself, but do it along with us. Leave comments. I'd love to hear. You guys can always hit me in my DM or my inbox, or you can email me and share your experiences on our journey of how to win when shit happens, because we know that shit is happening right now. Things are going on right now that are outside of our control. But with these daily affirmations, we can rise above it and we can begin to create our own winner circle. So again, I love you all. Thank you so much, Jamal. Tomorrow I will pin this on both. I will make sure that I pin it, but I will